And we have a new uniform.
Oh, okay.
Okay, ready? Hi, welcome to our channel. We're the GraceNotesStitchers. I'm Corrin.
I'm Colleen.
And today,
we have uniforms.
yay! You want to stand up? Because I have a dog.
Okay.
So, GraceNotesFabrics. Oh, gosh.
And it
I knew that's
has,
gonna happen.
like, our logo on there. I think there's.
So these were made by Athena, Stitching Goddess Designs. And I think she did a fantastic job. I sent her the logo that Colleen had created, and she found a font similar to it and made it match almost perfectly. Now, she didn't get the music staff, and who could blame her? She's like, I have to take that off. I'm like, okay. Because trying to weed all those little lines would be insane. And I have hair sticking to me everywhere. All right. Well, welcome to our channel. We blabber. We are mother and daughter, if you don't know that. What else?
Can't see the similarity.
We want to say a big welcome to our new people. We have new people joining YouTube. We have new people joining our Facebook group. And part of that is from our friend Hannah Dowling. So we say thank you. All right. Life update.
Life update.
What's new?
Went up to the family for a family reunion.
Shout out to your grandparents.
Yeah, sorry. It was fun there. Did a little bit of shopping.
Yeah, she did some shopping. My mom, so the theme was ladybugs and old-fashioned picnic. So she drew out a hopscotch board, and the kids,
three of them,
my dad and my husband, all did hopscotch. And I knew I was not going to be stupid enough to play hopscotch with my hips the way they are. And then she got out jump ropes,
and
which
then
used to be my very favorite thing.
I think it was the other way around.
The jump ropes came after.
Oh, okay.
And it was fun watching my dad and my husband and even my brother. Well, that happened later, but you know, some people were blundering and like didn't exactly know how to jump rope.
And she's like, hey, let me do it.
And you know, they were homeschooled. I did show them how to jump rope, and they have done it in elementary school, just not in their teenage years. And so I grabbed a jump rope and I showed them how to do it. But my shins, I could feel tell me it's time to stop. So I did. But the next day I did pay for it. And I'm still a little bit sore from it. But I really like jumping rope. But yeah, so my girls started doing the big jump rope. And my brother and my husband were jumping rope with them. It was fun. Yeah.
Yes.
It was a lot of fun. We ended with a cookout down at the fire circle. Made mountain pies and s'mores and
I heard they ate.
Roasted marshmallows.
But then we went into the Flosstube Hall and sang some hymns.
Yeah. And, well, we were going to sing around the campfire. My dad, I don't know, I guess he wanted us to pick hymns instead of just singing what we know. So he brought hymn books out from the church. And it started to drizzle. We're like, no. So we cleaned everything up, ran over to the Flosstube Hall. And because we did that, there was a digital piano in there, so I was able to play piano and they sang. You're going to get to see a scissor fob being made part of it anyway, on camera.
For people who don't know what a scissor fob is, it starts out with a lobster claw and a chain, and then you put your beads on.
The style she's making.
The style, because there are so many different styles.
Yes. Work is keeping Colleen busy.
Very busy.
But she is trying to find some time to stitch, so thank you for all the encouragement.
I know, like a half-hour a day. That's a way to start.
Yeah, a lot of people gave some great ideas. So she did get some stitching done this week, right?
Yep.
Okay. Other than when I was up there, I got my hair done, so I'm really happy about that. I apologize. You got it unwashed. It was washed yesterday, and I only washed every 3 days. But I did style it. But I'm really happy I got layers. Short layers put in. And then
there's our signature. We did the treble clef in another one, but there's the signature music note on there.
Yep. And what else did we do? I'm trying to think real quick before I start with your whip.
My whip, because did you hear that? No, it's whip. I wish it would be 2, but I got a little complaint. whatever.
Go ahead and say it.
You know, packing, you know, we left early Thursday, so I was like, wait, I gotta get my stitching put together. And I mean, it's not that I really haven't been looking, but I can't find my Hobby Lobby whip. My Hobby Lobby whip, meaning the word Hobby Lobby.
But you charted.
That I charted. So yeah, even the pattern, I have no idea where it is. So I would have brought that up to my grandparents. So.
Oh, my other complaint was my glasses. They're rubbing behind my ears, so I'm wearing my old glasses. So if I look weird with big glasses, I apologize. At one time, I thought they looked good.
Here, don't look. No spoiling.
All right, you ready? Or
oh, my whip. Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Wait, oops, I forgot that. Okay, so I did get the green done, and I got some of the gold put in. Yay! So it's not too much because you know stitching in the car is not too easy, and I need to cut a larger thread because as soon as I do that and that, I'm done with my thread, and I'm like, but I gotta carry. So
you do carry?
Yeah.
Oh, the gold. Okay. Yeah, you can't tell.
You can't tell, but it is looking amazing. And I was like, oh, it looks fine without the, because you know one would backstitch some stems with veins into the leaves, but I'm very coarse.
Oh yeah, we painted while we were there.
I know, and I don't know where they are.
I do. They're in the bag at the top of the steps.
I want to show them. Go grab them.
Right now.
So I was like, maybe I don't need the gold. Putting the gold in, I'm glad I'm putting it in.
Yeah, so we painted at the family reunion. My mom got some little wall hangings for us, so we'll show them next week. Okay. I guess it's my turn. So we'll start with Mulan. Okay, so, I was going to show you my fantastic solution. I did not bring it down here. All right, so we get to my mom's. I forgot to take my little lamp. I also forgot my mag eyes, which I will be honest, the last time I tried to use them, I couldn't use them. Something was just off with them. She was going to go shopping with my sister, so I decided I was going to have her buy me a lamp. They're $40. I'll use it. I'll use it for retreats. It's not going to hurt. You need something?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll have you buy this little lamp. That's a daylight lamp, and it's got a little magnifier. That'll work for me. And then I said something, my mom said she used reading glasses specifically for cross stitch, which I know a lot of you all do. Well, I have readers. These are progressive lenses. And it wouldn't work with these anyway to show you. So I had my other glasses. That's probably why my ears are sore. So I found these readers at Dollar General, and I put them over top of my regular glasses. So with the 1.75 over top of my readers, I could see. And what was even cooler is like when we went to church on Sunday, I could read my Bible, which normally I've been struggling for the past 6 months. I've been like, when I do my own devotions, I've been using audio because just reading has been such a chore for me. So apparently my reading vision has just gone plummeting down. Now I can read what I wrote.
Can I just make a little noise?
Yeah, I guess.
Sorry.
Beads. It sounds like a dog eating food. So anyway, to stitch, I had to break this up, and I used my mom's little daylight lamp. I was like, well, if I bought these readers, I don't need this. I'll use mom's lamp. I actually put it up under my arm on the bed and held it over my stitching. I took my travel stand, but when my husband got on the bed, it made it like so impossible. So I was not comfortable this time to stitch. So how much did I actually get done? I have my list here. For Mulan, I got a whopping 703 stitches done over the entire Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
That's impressive because I got like 10.
No, they're half stitches. They're 10 stitches.
Okay.
But anyway, what that did for me though was got me my, I think I got my next Unicorn Trot Mile, and for Semi-Sane, got me my 1,000 stitches. So my 1,000 stitches were done for this month. Otherwise, I would have gone a whole month without getting my points. And it keeps me on track for finishing by the end of the year. And I knew I was ahead, so I'm okay with that. Like, I got those 700 stitches and I'm like, I am done. Because my plan was to come home and use this piece for the rest of my unicorn trot. I just wasn't feeling it. Like, I don't know. I know I'm close to the bottom. Maybe I'm self-sabotaging. I don't know. But, you know, we're getting there. I'll still be done by the end of the year. Stitching at the bottom of the Q-snap is not fun. That really could probably be the entire culprit on it. Before I left, I started my Enchanted Unicorn. This was for Crystal Academy. So that is my... I showed this last week, I believe. But I finished. Actually, yeah, so before I left, I worked on it. And then when I came back, I worked on it. It's beautiful. I love it. I think that I got a good amount done. I worked Tuesday, between Monday and Tuesday, 914 stitches on this. So, yeah, oh, that's why I quit with Mulan, because I knew I needed to finish this. And then I decided I didn't want to go back to Mulan. Mulan. So anyway, I still love the colors in that. I'm really happy with that. And then I didn't bring my summer delivery. That was my travel piece. I got like 84 stitches. And Belle, the Love Learning, I threw in, I think, 13 stitches. So I didn't have anything that day for my 30 minutes. That's when we came home, the day we came home. And I seriously, it took me forever just to stitch. I got a whopping 13 stitches in a half hour. I went to bed early that night. And then for the rest of my 30 minutes a day, I've been doing my pixie dust. So more stars. I did do this ball. I think all these stars are new. And I finished this star because I know that was not finished last week. So we're coming along slowly but surely. I will put in, I think probably 2 more balls will get me a half hour today. And then, because I have not done my daily 30 for today yet, which is okay. What else? Oh, okay. This is one. This is another one that took a lot of my time. It's just too pretty to put down. I'm still in the outline. I am not filling in yet. And the first room drops tomorrow. So I have to decide. Actually, I don't have to decide. If the first room goes in one of these, which I don't think it does, to be honest, I would go ahead and stitch that room. But I think it goes over here, which means I have to at least get down to here, and then I'll stitch the frame later in the month. But as soon as I get the place for this month's October's room, I'm going for it. Frame can always come later. I mean, that's how I'm doing with Alice in Wonderland, right? But, oh, what did I do? I know I did all of this, all of that, and started down in here, in here. I don't even know if I had all of this done last time, but this is so pretty. And this is on a fabric by Stephanie, and you know the name of the color.
Maya, and it's opalescent.
It's a Maya opalescent. And still not sure that I will ever do opalescent again.
I will.
I mean, I know she's planning on doing future stitch-alongs. I don't know if I want to do them like that. I think one's enough. I did it. I did it. I think we'll leave it at that. I did it. Yay. All right. I'm going to whack Colleen in the head. Now I'm going to try not to whack her in the head.
She's got her baby.
Here's my baby. So between yesterday and today, I got 1,500 stitches into this. I think that's kind of impressive. I apologize that these are not all tied back, but I am currently in stitching mode, or I was. And then my husband was like, I'm hungry, and I didn't feel like stopping to make dinner. And we usually do Friday night pizza night. So instead we did Thursday night pizza night so that I can keep stitching. Because today's September 30th, and I have got to get my miles done for my unicorn trot. Which leads me to my games here. So anybody who is in Daily 30, if you know the answer to this and can find it, or can tell me the answer faster than I can go searching, because as soon as I'm done recording here, I'm going up and I'm putting in more and more stitches, because 100 more stitches and I've got my next mile. but I have 2 more miles to go before I'm done for the month. And I do know that you can carry over and complete. I just forget, can I still complete them on this month's, if I do it this week? Or do I have to put it in next month and say this is for the previous month? So if you would kindly answer that for me, that'd be a big help. Because then I don't have to take the time to go searching to see what to do. Because I do know you can make it up. I remember that from the intro video that was shown. I just don't remember how to do that. And I'm really sad that I have to do it. But it's because I was traveling. And not stitching at my parents'. I mean, normally on the weekend, I would have gotten 4,000 stitches. Well, I'd have finished up that 2,000. And I would have gotten another 2,000 into Mulan. And that would have got me probably finished. But it didn't happen, and we got to spend time with family, so I don't regret that I got to spend time with family. All right. Have you looked at WipGo?
I looked at what mine were.
Oh, okay. So,
I only remember the one.
What is your one?
Autumn Cat. And it's not Colleen.
All right. So my number 11 and 5 are called for WipGo is Life Begins After Coffee. I probably have that. I'll have to count up my stitches, but because I've been using that for Unicorn Trot, I know I did it in, so this is my 2nd month. So I've gotten 800 stitches in that at least. So I do it for Unicorn Trot and it's done. That's not a big deal. And 5. Oh, I get to cross that one off. That was my Christmas wreath. The goal was to stay current, and I finished. And 5 on my new start and full coverage was the Nutcracker by Stitchy Princess, which I hit my goal. I had already written that I hit my goal, so I got to cross that off. And 11 is, I gotta start my August flip it. Well, that'll be fun. I mean, that's something cute, little. Definitely a car thing. Definitely something I can see. So that'll be fun. All right. So a couple more things about my games. I've made some executive decisions and I started my lists. So I don't know if you all are like this, but I can't turn my brain off at night sometimes. And I know I need to stop stitching because then I'll never get to sleep. And but I know, like, I want to make my list. I know what I want to do. So it's like, just turn everything off, turn my light on dim, and start writing my list. So I did make a WipGo list for next year already. And I made that executive decision to do only one WipGo board. I really enjoyed my 2. And up until now, I have stayed current.
Good.
So I'm very, very pleased with that. But WipGo has, I don't want to say it's been what ruled, but it is. It's what decided what I would work on for other challenges because WipGo had to come first for me. That's how I decided to run my games this year, which is fine. Again, it was just what I decided to do, and I'm going to continue doing it because I'm hitting the goals that I wanted to hit. So that's a good thing for me. So next year, I'm in new starts, but I'm doing what's called Work Your Whips. It is an open group as of right now, so you can still join if you'd like. They have 3 tiers, and I apologize if I'm like the 4th person you're hearing this from, but the first one is absolutely no new starts, no forgiveness, no birthday start, no absolutely nothing, no new starts. I'm not doing that. The second is 22 and 22. How that runs, you pick 22 whips, you work on those, but as you finish one, you can put another one in its place of a similar size. I thought that's actually really awesome. Until I started making my list. And I went, no, because I won't be able to start anything because how many are big and will not be finished next year. So, because I don't want to paralyze myself right from the beginning. And the other thing is...
Paralyze or penalize?
Both.
Oh.
Both. Penalize is what you're thinking. Yeah. But what else they're doing is if you oopsie and start something, you can jump down a tier. So if you're in no new starts and you go, oh, I just really have to start something, you can swap over to 22 and 22.
Okay.
Or you can swap from that into Work Your Whips. So they're really making it, I don't want to say family friendly, but friendly, like functional friendly, like that everybody can join and have fun and take part in all the events, because they do have some really awesome events. And one of my friends is like the year-long event planner, and she has not let me in on any of the secrets, and I'm just like, I want to know. So it's going to be really exciting, and it'll be new and fun. I know I'm kind of talking a lot about this, but so I came up with my entire list of Work Your Whips. So that means I have to start some things, because you do get to have you get one forgiven, like one planned new start. And then when you finish something, you can have another new start. But you can earn new starts by playing games, like doing their events. So I'm really looking forward to that. But that is why I don't want 2 whip goes, because that means 4 numbers every month.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, you can leave. We hear noise. I don't know who it is, but go. So yeah, I don't want to have 4 planned projects, but I don't want to give up with Go, because I've seen some great progress, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's my with Go. And that is basically my plans for next year, I guess. The other thing is, I had the paper here. Where'd I put it? Okay, so I'm a planner of sorts. I use my planner. And I bought some like project pages. They're okay and they work, but they're not exactly what I was looking for. So let me show you what I do. And I apologize if you are totally bored and have zero interest. This is why I use hyperlinks, so that you can skip to our next section. But this is how I know what I've stitched. Right there. I use this, I think it's called the dashboard view. But anyway, I put everything that I stitched each day and how many stitches. But I don't tally it or total it until the end of the month. And I have that on my phone. So I have the whole month, I have the whole year's stitches. Like, I do know, and that's because I'm a counter. I know everybody's not a counter, but that's okay. So, I have this one on some Google Sheets. My husband said maybe he'll help me, because I'm not a designer. I'm not a good person on the computer with designing pages, but I know what I want. So I put in there the days, and I put like one project for a page. So you put the project, the designer, and then all the dates for the month, and then just little boxes that you can write your numbers in, because a lot of the ones I have found don't have room for numbers to be written in. It's just check marking, like I worked on it that day. But you don't have to put your numbers as stitches. If you're somebody who counts your hours, you can put that in instead of your number of stitches. If you're a check mark person, you can put the check mark or an X or whatever you want to do if you track when you work on these projects. But next to that or under it, however he decides to do this for me, is a cumulative total, so that you can have a running total, because that's where I fell short in my year-long challenges, is always going back and adding up my stitches. Yeah. That's me. That's how my brain works. The other thing is the monthly goals that some of them have. I have used some of these pages, not these exact ones, but planner pages, adapted them, but there's not enough room for the whole month. And then I lose my pages. Like I forget where I am. I forget. It's a thing. So I put monthly, the project, start and finish. You can put check mark, dates, whatever, and up to 10, because I think that's the most I've seen in any of my groups. And then weekly challenges, and sometimes there's a 5. So I thought if we did it like that, maybe that's all the information I really needed. I don't know. I don't need to write out all the prompts, is what I've realized. Or I could write one word of the prompt. So I guess I should put that on here. See, talking with you guys really helps. Like, just something about the prompt so that I can plan out the projects. But then I can put all of them out at one time, because, you know, I'm doing multiple groups. This is where you all come in, because I'm not just saying, hey, look, this is what I want. If you can think of something I missed, can you let me know? Because I'll share my pages once they come out. But I'm really looking to make something functional that functions for multiple people, not just for myself. That it's for hours counters, it's just for checkmark people, but for everybody who plays games to be able to look at one page for one group. Obviously, we can't get 3 groups on one page. That just is not possible. Anyway, I think I mumbled on long enough about games. All right. Fabrics. We're going to talk about our business for a minute or two. Colleen is working on our breast cancer awareness because she's been so busy and we were traveling and she couldn't take it with us. So she is working on the scissor fobs that we want for breast cancer awareness. Half of our fabric order has come in. We can't get certain counts from certain companies. So we are waiting for all of that. And as soon as it comes in, we will be dyeing. And we'll be billing on October 1st. We are... Tomorrow. We are... Oh. Can I go... I'm going to backtrack for a moment. October's going to look really different, though, with all the games. Because a lot of them are taking hiatus from the normal stuff. So, that's a side note. Because tomorrow's October 1st.
Oh!
Oops. So, yes. Starting tomorrow, I will be invoicing. And we'll be dyeing next week, hopefully. But we will get things out like we always do before the 15th. So I'm thrilled over that. And
my wire went.
What'd you do?
My wire went somewhere.
Oh my.
Oh, it's right here.
And then I lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. Oh, we're going to combine shipping. So if you guys order breast cancer fabrics and fabric of the month, definitely combining your shipping so that we're not shipping twice to you all and charging shipping twice, because as a normal human being, I don't enjoy paying that. Right. And then there's some things that I keep neglecting to tell you all is, number one, I can get bigger than a yard. So if you need white fabric that's bigger than a yard, let me know. I can order it with our next fabric order. I don't want to pay $15 shipping just for a couple of things. But I don't need to open all this up. I got myself some ivory 28 count Lugana. It is a little bit more cream or potato-y than I thought it would be, which is actually an awesome thing because this is going to be my fabric for pearl. I will not be using this to dye because Colleen and I did get ourselves some fabric to dye like as we need it. So that's her yard, that's my yard, and we'll cut it when we want it and dye what we want it. But this is going to be for my full coverage for future. Because I don't like stitching on white. And I don't think that this is going to be a terrible color. Like, I don't see this color in many of my projects.
Yeah. And
it's not really going to show through as a bad background. Because it's neutral, right? And so, this is my pearl. This is for pearl. So my pearl video, I'm going to hope to make next week that I'm going to start a Hade series. Is that how I say it? Start a Hade. Maybe that's what I'm going to call it. Start a Hade. And I'm going to do my pearl. So I'm thrilled. Like, absolutely thrilled over that. I think that's it for that. So yeah, if you want a neutral like that for full coverage, let me know. It doesn't cost much more than white. I mean, maybe $2. Like, I think that's really it. But I forgot to show you my husband's shirt from Athena. Look at that. So, you know, we didn't think he'd want to wear pink, but pink is our color. Like, that's our signature. He likes turquoise because of the Miami Dolphins. So she put our pink on his turquoise. But that would be why we are wearing turquoise. Although I do think it looks a little bit more seafoam, but that's okay. We match. We're backwards matching. Our picture on Facebook was pretty sad. It was like really done at the end of the night. So when we actually dye, that's what these shirts are for. We'll get a better picture to put on our Facebook group. But yeah, he was very happy. Like, because he always says, I need a shirt for dyeing because I don't want to mess up any of my clothes. So when we opened these, I said, this is your shirt for dyeing. He goes, but I don't want to mess it up. I'm like, that's what it's for. the die will be
our signature.
it'll be the kaleidoscope of our life, basically. Haul. I have one thing of haul. And I totally forgot about it until I pulled my project out. But I got this from Ye Old Cross Stitchery. That is my hidden gem place, like what you can't find. And yes, I paid for shipping for these two little things. I know you can say I'm crazy, but this is the Pearl 8 that I needed. Oh my goodness. I can't even think of the project. But anyway, this is what I needed, and totally not my colors. But it's called for, it's pretty, and I'll just, yeah, 111 cotton pearl. So I'm in 90. I'm sure you remember last week, because I don't, but I'm very happy. They came quickly. They did come quickly. And just our stitchy kindness, I mentioned it at the beginning, is that Hannah has asked people to join either our YouTube channel or our group for her giveaway. So I went to do that in turn. Is, you know, Hannah is our Flosstube bestie. Like, we couldn't have a better friend. We really couldn't. And we talk almost every day. And she is giving away a piece of our fabric.
2 pieces.
Wow. Yeah. But that's not why I want you to watch her. I want you to watch her just because she's a fantastic person. Just go watch her if you haven't. I know a lot of, I was actually chatting with somebody yesterday, and they didn't really know her. They haven't watched her. And as we're chatting about her, she's in some of my groups, and I said, oh yeah, she's the headmistress in Crystal Academy. And like, I knew that name. So that was really kind of funny. Because you recognize names all the time, and you're like, where do I know that name from? And that was where she knew her from. So it's some people that I've been watching. I was catching up on Athena. Okay, 2 people. I watched Athena, Stitching Goddess. She went, it's not Market. Do you remember where she went? It was the newest, I don't know, Galleria. Just let's say there's a lot. There is a lot, and it's amazing. If you want new patterns, go watch her. And she holds things up, and I'm like, ah. So, I have the one here, not the Galleria. It was sitting right here. Here. You know my Ink Circles coffee? Mm-hmm. They released a hot cocoa.
And you want it?
Of course! It's amazing looking, which I can get some patterns, by the way. So I will be ordering that from where we get our fabric. But I was like taking pictures of the screen because I was watching her on TV. So I'm like zooming in, pausing the TV, taking pictures of Athena. And then also Jessie Marie does stuff. I cannot tell you how much I admire her. This will never be us. Let's hope it's never us, to be honest. She spent 8 hours, I think 8 hours doing a whip parade. In filming it and editing, it ended up being like 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh, wow.
It did take me 2.5 days to watch, but I enjoyed every minute of it. So I am guilty of putting on Flosstube, putting in my headphones, and going to sleep. Because there are certain people that I just love listening to their stories, and I've seen their projects on Facebook through our groups. So I don't always need to see their projects on screen. So I just listen to the stories, and, you know, I always kind of know where I drift off. So the next day I just pick up there and finish watching them. And besides, sometimes I watch through the whips and then I just listen to the rest. And if I don't see their haul, then, you know, then I don't need some stuff. But anyway, all that to be said, she had a lot of patience, Jessie Marie, and she went through 5 or 6 years of whips in order. That's what kills me. That's what I said will never be us. Like, she has written down, this is from 2000, I'm just throwing a number out there, 2012, and she did all of those whips. Can you believe that? Wow. But my oldest whip, as of right now, is 2019.
2019, same.
Yeah. So that's not terrible, and it's Sleeping Beauty. And to be honest, the other 2019 was D is for Dogs, and it's done.
Mm-hmm.
So once I do Sleeping Beauty, we're into 2020. So Sleeping Beauty will be a focus next year. Like once I finish something on Unicorn Trot, Sleeping Beauty is going on Unicorn Trot.
Okay.
Because that's my oldest whip. And Mulan is my first whip of 2020. So I don't think I'm doing too bad. And let's be honest, all this full coverage is never going to get done. So like not in a
negative.
Yeah, it's going to be just take forever. I mean, I hope to see it done in my life. Anyway, I watched those and they were really good and really fun. And again, enablers. And I was watching some of her whips and I'm like, I really like that one. And I write some things down.
I mean, that's not going to be it.
Yeah, it's a good start.
Can I show it?
Sure.
Okay. So don't mind the bottom because that's not actually the anchor. Like this part is. I just put a bead so this wouldn't pop off.
Let's be honest. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I don't know that we're finding many things that we wanted until October.
Oh, yeah. So I put that. I don't know how close I need to hold. But then I attached that one. This little heart. And just a nice pink thing. And then we have a special thing to go on the bottom.
Yeah, our anchor is on its way. We got it from Amazon. And it's really cool looking. And I can't wait for it to be here. But we went because there's going to be surprises in people's packages.
Mm-hmm.
We're not telling what's in there. But we've gotten a few little surprises to go in with our shipments of breast cancer fabric. And I had a hard time getting what we wanted.
Right. Because
of not being October yet. But we wanted to plan, we wanted to prepare, right. And we wanted to have everything all together. So, yeah. Anyway. So, surprise. Anything else? Plans. Like, I didn't write that on my list.
Oh, look, one more spot. So, however, I mean, this is, I will say, like, please don't just tell me it doesn't look impressive, because it took me how long to make it?
And unfortunately, those charms are not cheap.
Yeah.
Because we had to buy a lot of special ones.
Right. But I wanted to be...
But you're going to put colored ones in between.
But I will add them. It's just I brought what I could.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's not, like, really impressive, but wow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're working on bobs.
Work on bobs.
Anything else?
What am I, stitch a little bit more?
Tonight?
Hopefully find my Hobby Lobby whip.
You work early tomorrow, so you won't be staying up too late.
Right.
I'm staying up till midnight working on this. I don't know how long this will take to upload. I'm not editing anything out. I'm not really adding anything. Oh, I know what I need to tell you. So, with this, I actually had, this, if you can't see it.
Heroes and Heroines.
We're back to, yikes. Heroes and Heroines. Like, that's what I'm, keep touching over here. I'll throw a picture here at the end, and please don't mind the mess. It is kind of a blah in your face type thing, because my husband calls it my cockpit, because I'm sitting there in my chair and I have everything all around me. And so over to my left is my iPad with my Kindle, and with Pattern Keeper with my lamp over top. I have my stand with my project. And I use sheets on my chair, only on my chair, because the dogs get up there and I don't want my chair all dirty and stinky. So yes, you see a purple sheet on my chair and a blanket, because that's when the dog cuddles with me, is when I have my blanket. And then over on my Lowry, I have my magnifier. Well, attached to my magnifier, I just use tape, and I put all of the loose threads that I'm using, because I made those little not floss drops, the round things that I made for myself. And then, so I have them taped up, and then I have my scissors magnetized to my magnifier. And then over to the right is my cart, and in my cart I have my floss box open, because that's actually where I fill my cards from, my little shaped cards. And then with that, I have, I'm trying to think here. With that, I have, and attached to the Lowry, because this was my kit from Haid, Heaven and Earth Designs. So I have on the floss cards that they sent me. Those are tied to my Lowry. And then I didn't have quite enough cards or room, actually. So I have little floss flowers that somebody made me at StitchCon. So the rest of them are all hanging on that. I think that's it. So I have floss on 4 places. But it's organized.
Crazy.
It's numbered. It's organized.
It's organized, and that's what I call an arsenal.
Organized chaos. And what's cool is I have them in number order up here. So before I start flipping through all my Haid cards, I can look up there because I have them printed on with my label maker.
Yeah.
So I can actually really quickly see if they're up there. And if they aren't up there, then I know to go into my...
So here she is at her stitchy spot. Threads hanging over heads, and then you approach her. I need something. What? You can either flip your magnifier. At least you don't have the mag eyes, because that'll make you look more insane. But still, it's all this lights around, and it's just like, I'm in my zone.
I am in my zone, and today, 1,500 stitches between last night and today. And it was just so cool because I did not have this all set up last night with my taped because I just didn't. And today I knew that's all I want to do is stitch this. So I got them all taped up and I'm so excited to get back up there and do it. But I'm going to enclose those pictures just because it is kind of hilarious. And go ahead, make fun of me. I don't care because it's me and I love it. And that's how I stitch. And it is organized chaos. So that's my plans. I'm going to finish working on that. I will not get Unicorn Trot done. I just have to figure out how to finish it.
Wait, I just realized this.
I know. I bought that one though.
I know.
I don't know where to buy it again. So that's okay. All right. So with that, we are going to say goodbye.
Happy stitching!